factor 4x cubed minus 8x squared plus 12x squared minus 24x. Again, I'm going to write that out so that we can work with it. And I want to point something out here. There is a greatest common factor that we can pull out of the whole polynomial. If we look at 4x cubed minus 8x squared plus 12x squared minus 24x, all of those terms are divisible by 4x. So we can pull 4x out as the greatest common factor of the polynomial. If we do that, we still have leftovers. We end up with x squared minus 2x plus 3x minus 6. And now we can look at the polynomial in the parentheses and we can factor that by grouping. I'm going to switch over from parentheses to brackets just to differentiate what's going on. You'll see why in a moment. Let's look at the terms inside the parentheses and let's factor by grouping. The first group, x squared minus 2x, has an x in common in both terms. So we can pull out the x, and that leaves us with x minus 2 as the leftovers. Then in the second group, we can see that they have a 3 in common. So we can pull out the 3, which also leaves an x minus 2. Now here I hope it's a little bit more clear why I used brackets, because the grouping gives us parentheses on the inside. If I used parentheses for the outside, it might get a little bit confusing, so it's easier to switch to a different type of grouping symbol to differentiate between them. Now continuing, we still have the 4x out front. Nothing changes there. But then we have in the bracket the x minus 2 as the GCF between the groups, and the x plus 3 as the leftovers. Now notice that this 4x out front is getting multiplied by x minus 2 times x plus 3. All of this is multiplication, and so those brackets aren't actually necessary. If we write it as 4x times x minus 2 times x plus 3, it's equivalent to what we had before, and it's less work, so that's considered simplified. And we have a problem that has 3 separate factors now. This is 4x times x minus 2 times x plus 3. Probably the most complicated one we've done so far, but definitely not the most complicated one we'll get to.